What up, guys? Welcome to my coffee talks. Today, I don't have coffee or water or anything, but I'm here to talk. So I was thinking about the common debates that feminists use to basically convince us that we're more important than we are as women. And one of the things that I hear fairly often is that women do more of the household chores than men, right? So the idea is that women do the dishes, women sweep or do, cook, clean. Women claim that they do that more than men. And I was thinking about how I've debated people over the years, like I debated Destiny, and he was someone that would cite those studies. And I was thinking about it more, and I'm like, those are the easiest chores. It's much more difficult to fix a car, change the oil, manage money, mow the lawn, rake the leaves. And these are just ones off the top of my head. But it just seems like women are kind of over-exaggerating our part in the marriage, in relationships. I think women think that we do a lot more than we do. Because in all honesty, if I go into a female friend or a relative's apartment, usually if it's a woman, I think my laundry's done. Laundry, right? There's too much stuff. There's stuff everywhere. Usually they have a dog and it's not very well trained. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. Do you guys hear that? I don't know. So they have a dog. It's not very well trained. Then on top of that, their dishes might be done. Their kitchen might be clean. But the way the apartment's just set up is completely disorganized in general. And I'm not saying I'm better, right? I'm definitely not. Usually women's cars are super dirty. There's usually stuff everywhere. We buy so much stuff that it's impossible to be neat almost. On top of that, I don't know a single woman that budgets. Even me, when I started making a lot of money, my brother was the one who was let me see your bank account. And he went through all my bank account stuff and he was just and I don't make a lot of money anymore, but there was a short period. And he was you've overhired people, this. And my little brother, he's younger than me, less life experience. But I don't know, this is kind of a deep level thought. I sometimes think that men have God in them. God put wisdom in men. And they're just naturally better at everything. And as women, you become really intelligent if you listen to what the men say. So God gives men wisdom, and that wisdom seems to be passed on to women. Because whenever I meet a woman that's really competent at something, she was always trained by a man. A man trained her to be that competent. Not me with budgets, I'm gonna be honest, not me. My brother, he still helps me with it. But, the point remains the same. Women always talk about the stuff they do in relationships and marriage. And from what I've gathered, it seems to be the dishes. It seems to be the laundry, cooking. And that's all stuff you have to do for yourself anyway. So nowadays we have one, maybe two kids. So it's not really that difficult to cook for an extra person. If I make eggs in the morning for myself, it's not that difficult to make eggs for 3 people instead of 1. You just add a few more eggs, you put a few more pieces of bacon in the skillet. It's not that difficult. And I thought about it some more and I was I think women, we tend to do things in the least efficient way possible. So if we cook, we'll catastrophize it and think we have to make these extravagant meals. And the men will just do what works and what's simple, and they get it done a lot faster and have the rest of their day. But women, we have a tendency to think that we do it the best way. And because we don't have that humility, I'm gonna go get my dog. Because, see this? My dog's barking. Because we don't have that humility, what tends to happen is that like our lives are just a mess. And these studies, they never count the stuff that men do really well. Men budget really well. They save money really well. Men are just really good at problem solving. So they discipline. Even my dog is disciplined better by a man. Like my dog will listen to a man more than me. I don't know if it's the tone of my voice. I don't know if it's because I just suck, you know. Like I've just noticed that, like, if I have a boyfriend and he, you know, disciplines the dog, like she listens to him more than me. So then you get the single mothers that become like overly stressed because, you know, the dog's barking. They're trying to make an extravagant breakfast instead of just like making the most simple thing that works and has everybody fed. All right, I'll leave this way. I'm about to take her out, guys. See. And then we don't handle stress as well, so we kind of crash out. Like, I've met really intelligent, powerful women, and they still crash out even if they're really accomplished under stress, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of other stuff that men are really good at. Fixing cars, that's another thing. And also, if you have a boyfriend, a husband, or a father, what you can do is when people are always trying to rip you off. So when you like go to the mechanic shop or somebody gives you a quote for something, almost always they're going to give you a higher quote than if your husband or your boyfriend or your father is just with you. And these are the things that are never counted in those studies. You know, when you order furniture and you don't know how to put it together, a woman, it'll just sit there for weeks. A man will fix it like that same day. And so people think I hate women, but you know, I really don't. It's just, I see what our limitations are. And I don't see women inventing things. I don't see women doing the most difficult jobs. And even just from a relationship point of view, most men I know cook better than the women they're with. Most men I know are neater than the women they're with. Most men I know are better parents than the women they're with. Most men I know discipline their kids better than the women they're with. So a lot of times, like, people come at me and they say, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? And I'm like, these opinions didn't come from, I mean, some women have hurt me, but it didn't come from one woman that had that opinion. It's like the behavior of women as a collective I have observed. And I just think we have limitations, and that's okay. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm about to take my dog Ellie out. Say hello. Oh. And I'll see you next time.